Rory. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am doing great. I am loving season 2 of Physical and very impressed by how Danny and Sheila managed to keep on trucking somehow against all odds
That's
and
exactly right.
probably like better judgment. Can
Yeah.
you talk about where their marriage starts off? Where are we when we find them in season 2?
Yeah. Well, we find them having a major dynamic shift between the two, with Danny having been fired from his job in season 1 and then losing the election in season 1, while at the same time, here Sheila is crushing it with her aerobic videotape business. It's the dynamic has shifted. Danny is now in the backseat. He's not the breadwinner for the family. He's not the man of the house that he maybe saw himself being. And I know that that is a huge change in his ego for sure, which, as you know, as we see the season, we see that Danny now is going to try to step up and be a better dad and be a better husband.
Exactly. I was going to say it almost opens up the door to being more proactive in those areas. But we
Yeah.
especially see more scenes with your daughter. Can you talk about that dynamic on and off screen?
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Grace is she's so funny. She has the most energy of anyone on set at all times, for sure. But it was kind of cool to see her between the seasons. You know, she's obviously so young, but it's interesting to see what she would do in scenes in season 1 where you're so young, you're not given a ton of things to say, a ton of lines, and then to see her truly in season 2, and for me to get to be there and do these scenes with her, really say a lot more lines and really kind of start to realize, oh, this is my job. I'm playing this character, and this is what I'm going to bring to the table. It was very cool to see. I found myself in scenes with her, sort of worried about how it would go, and then you see her crush it, and then
Oh,
when they turn the camera around on you, you're like, oh God, I gotta
now you
worry
have to
more
step
about
it
me.
up.
I need to step this up. Yeah, but it was cool. It was because I didn't really have that in season 1, so to get to do it in season 2, also, it being a huge part of the story, it was really cool. She's great.
That's awesome. And she is not the only child that you will engage in scenes with, I guess, as Danny starts to step into maybe attempts at activism more, even if he does not fully understand the concept. Can you
Right.
can you talk about that storyline?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's in many ways it feels like the last straw, the last grab at trying to have this activism be a part of his of who Danny is locally. And yeah, he puts together, just seemingly off the top of his head, puts together a group of kids who are now going to be activists to try to once again stop John Bream from destroying the ocean and building strip malls. So yeah, he finds himself leading children, which is maybe not where he thought he would be, but I think Danny is so self-celebratory that he probably thinks it's genius that he's thought of having these kids be a part of his own political ambitions.
Absolutely. Now, I love watching just like all the 80s things from Physical. And I'm just
Yeah.
wondering, reliving the 80s, going through the 80s as Danny, what is your favorite aspect of it?
I think just getting to sort of, you get to set, and anything we thought or anything that we shot that was like an exterior, you look around, you see all these cars from the 80s. I have to say it's a little jarring. It's a little jarring to step onto a set and be like, wow, this is really the 80s. The Rubin household is truly, it's on a stage. And when you get there, you feel like you're actually in a house that is, just taken straight out of the early 80s. So yeah, I think for me, not having really done a lot of period piece acting, I personally think it's really cool to step into those clothes, to have the hair and makeup done up and really look like a whole new different person is a cool experience.
Definitely. It's awesome to watch. I'm sure it'd be even awesome to like do it yourself. And I always wonder where the cars come from. Where people did they get these old cars from?
I
But
still wonder that too. How did these cars get here?
yeah, a time traveled. Well, thank you so much. I cannot wait for everyone to watch Physical so we can discuss all the ups and downs
Absolutely.
of
Thank
the
you
season.
so much. I
Have a great
appreciate it.
day.